o'clock on this Wednesday morning, September 17th. Thanks for joining us. It's ARC Rochester time. I'm Abby Fridmann.
I'm Dan Schrack. We have a jam-packed 2 hours to get through, so let's run down what we have brewing for you this Wednesday.
It's a milestone very close to our hearts. Our own Scott Hetzko marks 10 years since his life-saving heart transplant. He'll join us live today to look back at the journey and the meaning it holds a decade later.
Yeah, then a married comedy duo is bringing the laughs to this year's Fringe Festival. They will join us this morning as they get ready to take the stage with not one, but two upcoming shows. Count them, two this weekend.
Yeah, and then later we're getting our move on for a good cause. We'll preview Moving Day Rochester and how it's raising awareness and funds for Parkinson's disease. We're going to share how this event is helping to support research, care, and hope for those impacted.
But before all of that, we have to talk about the elephant outside.
The elephant outside.
The elephant
That's
outside.
the other thing we have coming up.
Yes, an elephant outside. No, not literally, but we're talking about the weather out there.
Yes.
Marty, another day of temps in the upper 70s. I don't know what we did right and to whom, but let's just cash it in.
Yeah, and when do we have to actually pay the bill? When does it come due?
Well, what if we're just making up from last winter? What if, it's all evening out here?
That's true. I like looking at it that way. But yeah, it is going to be a warm day for us for this time of year. Average high is about 73 this time of year. We're going to be in the upper 70s, and we're going to see a fair amount of sunshine. But you can see those clouds as they're passing through. These are all off the very northwestern portion of one area of low pressure. It's right along the east coast, causing some rain for those areas, well off to our southeast, but none for us. For us, we're just seeing the very edge of the cloud shield of that system, and that's about it. So might as well enjoy some nice weather. We can't get some rain in here, might as well have a nice day, and that's what we're going to see. 54 currently, so a cool start, but numbers will move up pretty rapidly today, probably up into the mid-70s by noon, upper 70s for highs today, so a nice increase. Again, more cloud cover today as compared to recent days, but still some thinness to those clouds, some breaks in those clouds, so still a fair amount of sunshine, even with a net increase in the number of clouds that we'll see. Down to 56 tonight, tomorrow about 81, so we cross over into the 80s just briefly. Very weak front passes through as we head between Thursday and Friday. I think the biggest thing we're going to see out of that is going to cool us down to the upper 60s on Friday. Still not a bad day, just a lot cooler than what we have been seeing. And we start to come up a little bit on Saturday, more so into Sunday. Sunday, the warmer of the two weekend days at 78, and could make a run at 80 again into early next week. You know, a lot of times you hit 80 and you pull back this time of year and you don't really see it come back anytime soon. But next week we could be right back up in that range again by the early part of next week.
Yeah. I feel like we might have made a deal with the devil on this one.
I don't know.
And, this upcoming winter.
Can't think like that.
Yeah,
Can't
you're right.
think like
You're
that.
right. You're right. You're right.
All right, let's go off the top. We'll start off with some things that have piqued our interest this morning. I will start things off today. And it's going to start off a little weird. I'm going to circle back to the real story, and then we'll wrap it up. So just stay with me here. You remember the 1999 rom-com Never Been Kissed, right?
Of course. That was 99?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, all right. So if you've never seen it, it's all about a journalist in her mid-20s at the Chicago Sun-Times who, spoiler alert, has never been kissed. And she's also never had a relationship. Her boss assigns her to go undercover at a local high school to get the scoop on a story involving the kids there. Well, work is ultimately the last thing on her mind. No offense, Drew Barrymore. During that time, she befriends some of the kids. She manages to convince her brother to join in on the undercover operation and enroll in the school, and then confesses her true identity and love for her English teacher on prom night in front of the entire school. The movie ends with her big story getting published. Everybody in the whole city of Chicago loves it.
Yes.
And she and the whole community wait for the English teacher to kiss her in the middle of the baseball field, which happens. Everyone have time to go through it all, but can we agree that it's a little weird?
Yeah.
And as people who work in the news industry, it is not exactly accurate. I mean, everybody in the whole city of Chicago actually liking a story. No one writing slow news day on their Facebook page. Yeah. Come on now. That doesn't happen. Anyways, here's where I'm going with this. A 27-year-old man in Columbus, Ohio, has been charged after impersonating a high schooler. The Norwich Police Department says Caleb Alexander allegedly posed as a young person to, quote, engage with children. He also allegedly had some issues at the local YMCA. Over the course of the investigation, it was also determined Alexander went to the high school, used a fake name, a birthday, and an address to try and enroll as a student there. The staff, though, quickly noticed that something was wrong, probably because there was a grown man trying to pose as a teenager, and they called the police. He was taken into custody. Police discovered he also had outstanding warrants for robbery and impersonating a police officer. The good news is Alexander never actually made it into the school and apparently never had any interaction with any of the kids inside the building while he was trying to enroll. We don't actually know why Alexander was trying to enroll here. There are so many theories that could be thrown around. But you have to admit, the similarities from this story to the 1999 rom-com starring Drew Barrymore are pretty evident. His intentions very well could have been evil. We don't know that right now. But a 27-year-old trying to enroll as a teenager? Have you seen teenagers lately? They don't look like they did in the 1999 rom-com Never Been Kissed. They are children, and I think a lot of the time adults forget that these are very young people. Yeah.
Listen, all I'm going to say is he wasn't trying to do it for no reason. I know that it's undisclosed right now.
Yep.
I can tell you, it wasn't a good reason.
No.
It was not a good reason.
Sure.
It was zero journalistic integrity there.
Zero. And
Yeah.
in this day and age, that would not be a movie.
No. Granted, it was 1999.
Sure.
Newspapers were still big,
Yeah.
you know.
Had unrealistic expectations for me. I was like,
Yeah?
I'm going to be a journalist. Yeah.
You really thought you were going to get the English teacher?
No.
Okay.
No, not that. Not that. No. All right.
Okay.
Move on.
All right, let's move along to mine. For my off the top this morning, we go to Disney Springs in Florida. Cue the James Bond or Mission Impossible music. Can you do it? Dun, dun. There. Okay. I was going with the other one, but okay, yeah. Because what I'm about to tell you sounds like a movie called Operation Paddlefish. Deep water, easy money. All right, back to reality here. Deputies in Orange County say a man swam up to the Paddlefish restaurant just after midnight Monday in a wetsuit and scuba gear, then made off with thousands of dollars. The Paddlefish is a boathouse restaurant. So according to a heavily redacted police report, when the man got on board, he stripped off the scuba gear, including the wetsuit, walked straight into the manager's office where cash was being counted, and forced two employees into the corner. Sources say he told the workers to close their eyes, then tied them up. Police say he never showed a weapon during this robbery, and somehow the entire thing took less than 2 minutes.
What am I looking at here?
Well, we'll get to that.
Okay.
I don't know how you get a wetsuit and scuba gear on and off, tie two people up, and steal between 10 and 20 grand, and then swim away in under 2 minutes. The whole thing is curious. Oh, and it's also reported that picture you saw there, he spray painted a security camera after climbing on board so he wouldn't get caught. Thankfully, neither employee was hurt. They say they called police as soon as they were able to get themselves untied. The suspect is described as slim, about 5'10", and was wearing tight clothes and a blue beanie. The restaurant reopened about 12 hours later as if nothing ever happened. Disney Springs is usually known for its extensive, mostly unseen security. Now, deputies are scouring that area and the water, trying to find the suspect who turned a family tourist spot into a late-night heist scene. So, can I speculate wildly for one moment?
I don't know. Maybe. Well, I guess why not?
I just think it's very curious that all this happened in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. He climbed on the boat, took off the scuba gear, went into the manager's office where they happened to be counting money, told the two employees, go into the corner, cover your eyes, I'm going to tie you up. He tied them up, stashed the cash on himself, put the wetsuit back on, put the scuba gear back on, and swam to safety I think other people were involved.
Oh. Really?
I don't think this is a story of one super scuba man. I think some thoughts. And I think you might be thinking those same thoughts that other people may have been involved.
Yeah. Listen,
all I'm saying.
It's, we can speculate all you want.
And also, there's alligators in those waters and crocodiles. Really? No.
Is it worth it in the end?
20 grand ain't worth it. No.
Yeah.
Especially at night. You're not seeing anything.
No.
In that swampland at night.
Pay me to do that. I can't imagine how long it takes to get a wetsuit on. I was under the impression it took quite some time. Did he maybe double up? Was it maybe like he had one on?
He would have left one then on the boat, which, listen, he may have left one on the boat.
You said it was a heavily redacted report.
It was.
So, maybe.
Sure.
Maybe not as much information was shared.
Yeah, but also maybe in that report, one of the things that's redacted is that they might be looking at the employees as well.
That could be the case.
I'm just saying, you got to look at all of the corners here. All right, hey, don't go far. Stick around. A lot more to come here on Arc Rochester, including when we come back, we're checking in with Chris Lopez. He is picking apples this Wednesday.
Yeah, don't forget, take us on the go wherever you are. We're streaming live on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. We're back after this.
It is officially apple season in Western New York. Take a bite out of that.
Ew.
Stop it. It's the perfect time to get outside and pick your own.
Farms are buzzing with families heading out for U-picks, and one orchard in Webster is packed with acres of delicious apples. Chris Lopez is live this morning at Schutt's Apple Mill, giving us a look at everything they have. Chris, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, guys? 50 acres to be exact, and some is portioned off for you at home to come and pick the different varieties. I'm here with the owner, Evan Schutt. It's primetime apple season right now, but I want to get into kind of the practical side of how you the practical side of how you start to make these apples look a little bit different, taste a little bit different. And I want to start here with these white tarps.
Yeah, so
you just put that in this year.
yeah, so it's kind of like tanning. You could lay down in it, but we always say like we're tanning the apple. So what happens is we will actually have the sun will hit the reflective tarp and it'll reflect the sunlight back up through the tree. So now not only are we coloring the apple from the top down, if that makes sense, from the sun, right? But now we're coloring it from the bottom up. So the bottom apples, it's proven it gets about 35% more color.
And you guys put that in this year, correct?
Yeah, this is our first time doing it. It's been a common practice, but for us, we're just growing and getting better.
I was going to ask you, why did you decide this year to do it as last year or the year before?
Because I'm getting better.
Getting better.
I'm learning every year and growing. I will say that.
And the autumn crisps look absolutely beautiful. Some of them look like they're fake. They look like they're from Home Goods. But when it comes to actually producing good apples, you said, while you can do as much as you want as if you can be the greatest farmer on the planet Earth, it may not matter in the end.
It may not. I mean, obviously, Mother Nature is really what matters, and ultimately of all of this. And as storms become a little bit more unpredictable, right? It's harder. We try to control as much as we can. If you see, we have irrigation on everything. We've bought frost mitigation machines, but ultimately, Mother Nature is going to decide what happens out here.
And how much staff do you have working? Let's say on overnight, you have to do the defrost method or the irrigation method. How much people come in and help you out with that to make sure that the apples stay good?
Yeah, so I mean, the irrigation is obviously pretty simple. We can just flick a switch and we can control what happens. For the frost mitigation, it might be 2, 3. It depends on how severe the event can be.
And apple season for you guys, while everyone comes in for you pick. For these next few weeks, for you guys, it's 12 months a year. You guys are monitoring all of the apple trees. You got to make sure everything is right, just for these few weeks here.
Yeah, I mean, there is not a day off with fruit in where we live. And we're lucky we have the best tasting fruit, I think in the country. But we also have a very tricky climate. But yeah, in the winter, we are out here reshaping the trees. We're giving them haircuts, meaning we're trimming the tree, right? The spring, we are maintaining them, nutrients, water. In the summer, we're evaluating them, and then obviously the fall is the best time where we actually can see the fruits of our labor.
And what's your most popular apple?
It's not even close. I mean, I think we sold over 200 bins of Honeycrisp last year.
Honeycrisp apple. Why do you think that is over any autumn crisp or any gala apples or something like that?
Well, it's just a unique apple. I think people like the skin, the juiciness, and the taste. You know what I mean? It's a really fantastic tasting apple.
You guys are open, you pick 7 days a week?
7 days a week from 10 to 4.
10 to 4. Come check this place out. We're going to remain here for the next hit. Stay tuned. At about 8:40, you can check in with us at Schutt's Apple Mill. Back to you in studio.
Chris, bring us back something nice.
Yeah, can you bring us back a bushel or two?
I got you guys. I got you.
Oh, he's going to go with one of the
Yeah,
nasty
give us the ones on the ground with the little green worms.
So there's a lot of sugar content in these. You wouldn't believe it.
Get off
There's
my
a lot
television.
of sugar content in
Out of here.
nasty. Hey, a little protein in there, though.
That's how I look after I spend too much time in the sun.
Oh, no.
8:19. Don't go anywhere. We've got a lot more coming up here on Arc Rochester.
Yeah, weather trivia with Mark McLean coming up next. Welcome back. Meteorologist Mark McLean is with us now. We're looking at the warm temperatures again today. We also have weather trivia. And, we've kind of been saying it all morning. It's just like a copy-paste forecast from yesterday.
Not a lot of variety, right? Usually we get variety around here. I mean, we're a mid-latitude city. Usually, the air masses come, they go. You get a change here, a change there, a front comes through. It's been pretty quiet. It's been really quiet in this department for weather trivia. Check this out. This is about September. And some of our all-time dry streaks in the month of September. That's some sad-looking corn, isn't it? On the side of the...
That's what that is?
Yeah.
That looks like something I grew.
What is the longest streak without rainfall in Rochester during the month of September? Is it 20 days? Is it 25 straight days? 15 days? Or 11 straight days without rainfall?
Okay, I think I feel good about this.
I think I have, I think there's two options on there that are reasonable.
Yep. We had a weather trivia, what was the all-time longest streak of dry weather a little bit ago. So we did talk about that, but not specifically just for the month of September. So I think the answer is pretty interesting.
Okay, yeah.
Got an idea?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Locked in.
The other part of this is, it's been so nice. I mean, even with the sunshine during this is very deceiving. Look at this bar chart. Only one day this month has had temperatures that have been above normal. Can you believe that?
So I can.
Because you're up early enough to experience the reason why.
Yes, yeah. But by the after, so here's how my day has been. I get in the car, I turn the heat on, and then when I leave work, I turn the heat off and I put the air on.
Yep.
And that's just how it's been.
Yeah, you have to get the condensation off the windshield.
Yep.
Get things warmed up. Did that this morning too. So we're actually running about 3.5 degrees below normal for the month, and just one day has had temperatures above normal. Looks like today may join that, although it was a cool start again this morning. We had temperatures in the low to mid 50s. We're at 54 right now, southwest breeze at 3 miles per hour, but that relative humidity still hanging in there, 97%, and that's the reason why we get these dewy starts during the morning. Now, it's going to warm up the afternoons, 78 today, 80 for Thursday, and that should say 67 for Friday. We're going to go back below average during that period, but don't worry, more summer air next week. Things are going to trend up again. The start of fall comes in on Monday, and the temperature is going to go up. It's not going to go backwards. Now, we do have a little bit of cloud cover. That's the gray on your screen coming in from the east of Rochester, east and southeast. And that's what that weather system almost looks like the same view that we had yesterday. Remember that low that was just parked right there near D.C.? Same scenario. That high pressure area over western New York is blocking that system and really just keeping it out of the picture for us. So we're not going to see any rain with that. It's just going to hang out by the coast. Those big blue H's on your screen eventually will give way to that blue line, which is a cold front, and that cold front starts to move through late Thursday into Friday. So we're going to see the temperature again near 80 for Thursday, but drop back into the 60s for Friday. Planning forecast has temperatures in the mid 70s at lunchtime, upper 70s at 4 o'clock, some sunny breaks at that point. We'll drop back tonight to about 56 under a mainly clear sky, seasonable weather, light and variable wind, and 7-day forecast. There's the cooler end of the work week. Not bad, though, for the weekend. A nice dry weekend. Get outside, get those apples, right? 70 for Saturday, 78 for Sunday, 80 for Monday, and 77 for Tuesday. But check this out. We were talking about this yesterday.
Yes.
It was 100 days yesterday.
Yeah.
So I said, well, why don't we just count them all out? Well, let's figure all these out, right?
Ooh, look at that.
Look
Look
Whoa.
at this.
My
Wow.
gosh.
Autumn starts in 5 days. Halloween in 44 days. Thanksgiving in 71 days. Winter in 95 days. And New Year's Day, 106 days. Believe it or not, we can construct these with our weather graphic system. Every single holiday, there's like something like 40-something of them. On there with a...
You know what's interesting?
Yeah.
If you look closely at your television, folks, get off the couch.
Yep.
You off the couch? Okay, look closely. There are images
Yep.
for each of those holidays baked in there.
Yep. Picks
You
up
got a
on that
turkey.
mummy right away.
Yeah.
We'll bring out our dancing friends for Halloween.
Yes.
They're hiding somewhere in the weather graphic.
I think you need to reach out to those people and see if they can update them. We've
Yeah.
got AI now. Can we get something that looks like a real mummy?
Better dancing mummies.
Yeah.
Okay, so yesterday you did your off the top, noting that it was 100 days until Christmas. And you talked about how we should kind of keep that Christmas joy and the kindness that we feel around the holidays for the next 100 days. So my question to the both of you is, did you do something nice yesterday for somebody else? You don't have to share what it was or, any of the specifics, but just did you do it?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, took young Kimberly out.
Oh, that's sweet.
She was working, didn't get a chance to sit down until 6:30, and then we went out.
That's fair.
I mean, it's your wife.
Yeah.
I feel like you should be doing that regardless.
No, but that's a step above, I would say. Like, hey, don't worry about dinner, don't worry about the kids, like just the two of us, let's go out, like let's vent.
Yeah.
Tell me about your day one-on-one without, the chaos of the house being around. I get it.
Yeah.
I do. That's nice.
Yeah.
I picked up a little treat for the husband on the way home. Couple of buzz balls, baby.
I did the same thing.
Nice.
I picked myself up a little treat on the way home.
There you go.
It was very kind. It was very kind of me.
You must have done something.
I did.
Come on.
I did.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. You don't have to share what it is. But, yeah, either way, that's great.
Did you hear her? Wrap it up. We're done talking niceties.
Yep.
Don't go anywhere. We've got a lot more to come here on ARC Rochester.
We're back after this.
This Wednesday morning. Thanks so much for sticking with us here on ARC Rochester. This week marks a milestone for 13 Wham's Scott Hetzko. 10 years ago, he received a heart transplant.
Now, a decade later, he's reflecting on that life-saving surgery and what he calls his duty to spread awareness about organ donation. Matt Malloy has more.
It was 2009 when Scott Hetzko first realized something wasn't right.
38 years old, and every night I would just kind of zip up the stairs, and I almost passed out. So that night I said, this is weird.
It would be several weeks before he learned how serious it was when he was diagnosed with cardiac sarcoidosis.
It's like a very weird disease where if it hits you in the wrong spot, you're in big trouble. And for me, it got into my lungs and heart.
In 2011, he met with Dr. Li Wei Chen, who leads the transplant program at UR Medicine. He learned his sarcoidosis would eventually lead to heart failure.
It can cause heart dysfunction and also electrical problems. And so he had a combination of both. And that led us to eventually need to bring him into the hospital to manage him, to keep things safe, and eventually to listing for transplant.
In June of 2015, his condition worsening, he entered the hospital.
It was very, very hard. Because you know what happened to me. I almost died twice that summer waiting. So it was a big, scary summer. But I tried to be optimistic throughout the whole thing.
On his 86th day in the hospital, he got the word they had a heart for him.
That moment is exciting, worrisome, sad, because somebody is not going to live so you can live. That's what that means. If it's a kidney, it may not mean that. But for a heart, it means someone's going, and you're going to live, or you're going to try to live. So it's a lot of mixed emotions that day.
So I think he had a good, positive attitude for sure. But the wait is long, and after that much time and having medical conditions that affect you, it can be a little disheartening. So I think being able to tell him, that it's time, was very exciting.
The 4-hour surgery was a success.
All right, everybody, back to work. I remember the first walk afterwards. I think that happened pretty quickly. It was I think I got up about 36, 40 hours after. I can't remember. It was pretty quick. And we got up and walked and cracking jokes with the staff. Remember, my family was here watching that.
Scott's donor was 26-year-old Sean McMullen, a U.S. Army scout, a wounded warrior, and a registered organ donor. Scott's built a relationship with Sean's family and each year holds a blood drive in his honor.
It truly is a great heart. Sean McMullen, thank you. I wrote his family a letter, so I'm just grateful. And I want everybody to know the importance of organ donation and what you can do to save somebody if you can't be saved.
We appreciate that he has had this opportunity for him, for his children, his family, and that's been wonderful. To top that off, that he is actually part of the fabric of our community and actually has been a credible spokesperson for organ donation and transplantation is sort of the icing on the cake.
Now, 10 years later, Scott hasn't gone a moment without a sense of gratitude and appreciation, not taking a single moment for granted, especially with his children, Logan, Jack, and Julia, and his wife, Jen.
I was leaving the house for this, and she was up in her office, and I didn't kiss her. And I said, I'm going up. And I said, I'm never not going to leave the house and and never not kiss you. I just can't do that. So it's that being appreciative.
For more on his journey, we are now joined by the man himself, Scott Hetzko. Morning, Scotty.
Morning, Scott.
Hey guys, can you hear me okay?
Yeah,
we can. Thank you for joining us this morning and for wanting to continue to share this story because it truly is an incredible story.
Yeah, you know what though? It's a great story. First of all, how's the framing of the shot here? It's very important. Obviously.
It's good.
Okay, got a little fireplace action back there. Yeah, no, it's a great story, and it's a sad story, as I mentioned in that piece that Matt did so great. It's amazing that it's 10 years already. Really has just zoomed on by like life does. But my job is to continue to, be very grateful and humbled by this great gift I've been given, and just keep being healthy. The reason we're talking now is because I got pickleball in about an hour, so I can't miss pickleball, Dan. All right, Abby, I can't miss it.
Hey, I hear you. I'm totally with you. Scott, I love that you're active. I love that you're playing pickleball. You were posting about your workouts the other day. There are so many things that you're doing to keep yourself healthy, keep yourself active, and keep the legacy of your donor living on. I'm wondering, while you were in your hospital bed waiting for 80 plus days, were you making a list of things that you wanted to do, things that you wanted to do with your new heart?
I think maybe more of a checklist mentally, for sure. I was just looking forward if I ever had the opportunity just to live again. We're very selfish humans. Most of us want to just get as much as we can out of this life. And I was just thirsty for more. I had a very young family, still do. I mean, my youngest kids are 12 going on 13. They were 2 going on 3 back then. And Logan's now in college and doing great and being a lazy teenager or otherwise. So I was just thirsty for more life. I was in survival mode. My wife was in survival mode that summer. One thing we found out that year is that we're strong people mentally. We got through a lot of stuff. And I will say for people, and one of the reasons I post workouts and I talk about this stuff is because there's a lot of people that are hurting out there and they're discouraged. And I want to try to let them know that you can have another side of this. There's a positive outcome. If things work out for you and you do the medicine and you do the work, you can have a good outcome.
Scott, I want to talk a little bit about the appreciation you have for life, because it's a unique perspective for you in particular. Do you ever find a moment, though, stuck in traffic or someone cuts you off and you think, you know what, you've got some choice words for that driver, but then you think to yourself, wait a second, I am so lucky to have this moment?
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm a human being. Of course, I'm not, listen, TV Scott isn't always regular Scott. There's angry driver Scott. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, of course I have those moments. And I remember after I first got sick, because I was told at one point by a really bad doctor with bedside manner. He was a good doctor, but his bedside manner wasn't great. He said you should probably consider getting your affairs in order. And you don't want to hear that when you're 38. That was when everything started happening, and we didn't know what it was yet, or if there was a path forward. So anyway, back in that time, I was especially more like, okay, man, I got to just really chill out on everything. But no, I have my moments, and of course, I have my reflective moments. And this whole journey, man, it's short for everybody. Even though, my wife's great aunt had a great saying, life is short at the longest. And she lived to 95. So I'm just trying to enjoy everything I got. And the biggest thing I enjoy is the following. Give me a second to do this. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Because I couldn't do that for 6 years. So the fact that I could take a deep breath all the time and I get to be sweaty working out is a true privilege to me.
Absolutely. Scott, we're running low on time here, but it's something that is worth talking about. And, I think people definitely should hear it from you. The topic of organ donation, a tough decision to make. Let's hear your thoughts on it.
Very tough decision. And, even the donor family of my donation, they donated and saved many lives with Sean. And Sean was an organ donor, and they still had trepidation because it's hard, obviously, to lose someone you love, especially at a young age and so abruptly. Of course, that's an impossible decision. My only hope is by what I do, by talking about my situation publicly and my journey, is that people understand, hey, it is worth it because maybe you can give somebody else more time. So that's all I can really say about it. Of course, it's the hardest decision. It's a personal decision, and it's your decision. But please consider it.
Absolutely. And for anyone at home considering it, we'll make sure to have more information on our website, 13
You better, Dan. You better.
We absolutely
Big
will,
trouble.
Hetzko. We got you.
Big trouble.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate you more than you know.
Thank you, guys.
Time right now, 8:40. Much more to get to this morning on ARC Rochester. When we come back, we're going to check in with Chris Lopez once again.
Yeah, he's getting into the fall spirit, picking some apples. Hey, don't forget, you can take us on the go wherever you are. We're streaming live right now on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. Stick around. ARC Rochester is back after this.
Welcome back. Apple season is in full swing in Western New York, and the orchards are bursting with varieties of every kind.
Yeah, and one family farm in Webster has more apples than you can imagine. It's perfect for You Pick Fun. Chris Lopez is live this morning at Schutt's Apple Mill for more. Chris, how's it going?
What's up, guys? 7 days a week, 4 o'clock. Wait, hold on. What is it, Evan? 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock.
10 o'clock to 4 o'clock. No, they cannot show up at 4 a.m.
10 o'clock to 4 o'clock. No, you cannot show up at 4 a.m. They need your help to pick these apples. And please, please, please do not take a bite out of the apple and then throw them on the ground. That is not what they appreciate here at Schutt's Apple Mill. And in this segment here, we are going to be picking some apples, and we're going to be doing it correctly, because believe it or not, you can't just grab stuff off of the tree and expect to have good etiquette. So we're going to learn that right now, and I'm with the owner, Evan Schutt, this morning. This looks like a good stop.
Yeah,
right
we're going to stop here. We're going to go pick some autumn, Chris. You've tried them, so let's go see if you know what you're doing.
So last year, you coached me up on this a tad bit, and we're going to kind of go over that again.
Bag. Yeah.
Got my white bag.
Yep.
When it comes to picking these off correctly, what are we looking to do?
So obviously you're just coming here. When the apple's ready to come off, it just naturally comes off so easy. You don't want to put your fingers on it, right? You just want to put it in the palm of your hand and raise up. And if you notice, look at that. It broke off nice and easy.
This is beautiful.
It's perfect. We'll send that one back with you. You have to share that one, though. Okay, you have to share that.
Okay. All right. We'll do that. If you're getting resistance, that's a no-go. Like if you try and start to yank on it.
If you yank on it, you don't, because then other apples will fall and things like that. When they're ready to come off, they just come off really naturally, like so. We put them in your bag. Don't drop them in, because you've worked so hard to pick them. We don't want to bruise them. We gently set them in. But you can just naturally, with even both hands, they just come off.
These are flying off.
Yeah, they're just super easy. If they don't come off, that means they're not ready. But these are, so we're good to go.
There we go, and just like that. And can I just eat this? Is this fine, or should people wash
It's really up to them. I've always just eat it right off the tree, because there's nothing better than eating something right off the tree. And you know, the taste, the little bit of dew that's on there, man. It's absolutely amazing.
How many total varieties do you have right now on the farm?
So we have around a little over 20, right? But they all can't be picked at one time. So we started harvesting in the very end of August, and we'll finish around Halloween. But every week, you know, we pick a different variety, we pick something new, as apples become into their picking season.
And you guys have much more than you pick going on too, right?
We do. I mean, you can come. We have our store. We do sell our apple cider fried cakes. You can watch cider being made on the weekends. We actually, where they came and saw, we can do that. We have a hard cider, tasting room. So we have a lot of different things for people to do. We have wagon rides for people. So yeah, we're open every day, 8 to 6, but You Pick is open from 10 to 4.
What's the best part about being a farmer? You control so much you have a lot of things going on. This is a far cry from what your family started back in 1918. You have a lot more things that you do, but what's your favorite thing?
My favorite is honestly that it is still in my family.
Yeah.
That this land was here. We've owned this land before 1900, and it's still ours. And that we get to share it with the community. I mean, we're really lucky and fortunate people, and we just love being part of the community. And I love that we're in our 5th generation of on the farm.
5th generation family farm. You cannot beat that. Come here, pick off these apples. Not like so. I think this had some resistance. Like so. 7 days a week. 10 o'clock to 4?
10 o'clock to 4 to pick.
10 o'clock to 4, and we'll have information. 13 Wham and Fox Rochester, just in case you need any. Back to you in studio. Dan Abbey, I got you something.
I'm so glad he's teaching you how to share.
Yeah.
Somebody needed to.
Thanks, Chris. We appreciate you.
Thank you, sir.
Whatever.
Okay. We'll work on manners next time.
Hey, coming up next, we are having a few laughs with the comedic duo that's getting ready to take the stage at the Fringe Festival.
We're back after this.
6:49 this morning. The Rochester Fringe Festival, of course, is known for its variety, including Abigail comedy.
Yeah, Lisa and Scott Fybushes, known as Rochester's only married comedy couple, are performing 2 different shows that both range in a variety of different topics. And they join us now in studio to talk a little bit about it. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Tell us a little bit about this couple that we have here. How long have you guys been married, and then how long have you guys been performing?
We are coming up on 30 years of marriage next year.
Congratulations.
But the comedy piece came along much later.
Yeah, that started in 2019, right a little under a year before the pandemic.
Wow.
But we did keep going through that.
What sparked that in both of you?
I had a friend who was doing improv comedy, and he tried stand-up. I was the supportive friend, but then when I was watching him, and all of the other comics who were on with him, I found myself writing jokes in my head, and he encouraged me to try it. So a month or so later, I did. I didn't bomb. And the open mic host wrote me a really encouraging note saying, continue at open mic. So I kept going, and it was fun.
And then I watched her doing it. I'm like, this could be fun. I started writing material in my head, and next thing you know.
Yeah, I always say if you're writing jokes in your head when you're watching comics, that's a sign you need to try it.
Ooh, that's good advice. That's good advice. I want to talk about first. Let's talk about the shows that we have upcoming. But I don't want to talk. I want to talk about the other show that you've already done for Rochester Fringe. So coming up, what do we have?
So coming up, Saturday night, these are both at School of the Arts and Club Soda. 7:30 is a show called Catharsis Time that we are part of. That's been going for 3 years now at Fringe, where people tell embarrassing, sometimes very personal stories about things that have happened to them. There's a wide variety of those, and we're both in that again this year.
Right, and that's not necessarily comedic, but most of the stories usually have a funny element to them.
Okay, very good.
Nice.
And then 9 o'clock is our second Comedy on Deck well-seasoned shows. So these are all, in addition to us, comics, shall we say, of a certain age. So
one of them's a little bit younger.
One of them's a little bit younger, but we bring
the host is in his 30s.
We bring on some of our friends from the Rochester comedy scene. And then I'm also on tonight. Our friend Kai Von Doom is doing the comedy wedding of Kai Von Doom at the Focus Theater, and she has all sorts of people coming up pretending to be guests at her marriage to herself. And I get to be one of those tonight. Lisa was in that on
Sunday.
On Sunday, and that was a lot of fun too.
That's a great show.
It seems like with the Fringe Festival every year, they get more creative every single year. For you two performing for the Fringe Festival, and you're getting ready to put all your content together for the show, is there a little bit of pressure? Are you like, okay, it's for the Fringe, I gotta really lock in here?
The first year when we were applying, it was comedy, and I thought, okay, there's a lot of comics. What makes us special? And the first 2 years we did a showcase of comics. This started actually from an open mic that we do in our backyard again, because it was during the pandemic and we just wanted to have a performance space. So we did it outside. And the first 2 years we had a showcase of people who'd performed. By now, people, especially at School of the Arts, know us, so the pressure's on. We still want to be good, but I'm not stressing about, will they know us, will they like us?
And it's a chance to, we've been accumulating material over the year and building up a lot of little 5-minute sets. And this is a chance. I'll be doing 20 on Saturday night. Lisa did her 20 last week, and then she'll do 15 on Saturday. So it's a chance to work some longer material, really get to know the audience a little bit better, and have a lot of fun with it.
How important is it working that material in front of a live crowd?
It's huge. I did radio for 20-some years, and it's a completely different performance art. And from doing TV, you're sitting in a studio with nobody to react to you, and then you put live people in front of you, and it's a whole different thing. So Lisa does some dinner theater, some mystery dinner theater. I had this latent ham all these years that never knew that I wanted to get out and be a theater kid, apparently.
Wow.
Yeah, and we definitely need to perform the material in front of audience. So everything we've done, we've worked, as Scott said, in 5-minute sets, various open mics. Crowds for that can vary. If it's a quiet crowd, you're not necessarily sure how it comes off, but you need an audience to know, does this hit, does this not hit?
Sure.
We're running low on time here, but I do want to talk about the show that's already been performed.
So that was the first edition of our show. We had another couple of comic friends on with us, Marty Garcia-Cotter out of Geneva, and then Jess DeMart, who's local, who's part of Rochester's Funniest competition
She
at
was
the
a
Carlson. And
semifinalist.
we have a Rochester's Funniest finalist who's on with us this Saturday.
Wow. Lisa Vanderhoff.
Yep.
And Sean Hennessy, who's a local comic scene in a lot of places, is our host.
Very
Wow.
good.
It sounds like it's going to be a great time.
Be a blast.
Thank you both so much for coming in. We really appreciate it. We, of course, will post all of the Fringe information you need to know on our website, foxrochester.com or rochesterfringefestival.org.
Yeah, very good. Thank you both so much again. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Time right now is 8:55. Much more to come here on Arc Rochester.
We are back right after this.
Much more to get to this morning on Arc Rochester as we continue into the 9 o'clock hour. Stephannie Joseph will break down some of our top political stories.
Yeah, she's over at the live desk now with a preview of what we can expect at 9. Hey there, Steph.
Hey there, guys. Good morning. In today's political pulse, the Federal Reserve is expected to cut interest rates for the first time in nearly a year. Brighton Securities' George Conboy joins me in studio for more on how much that cut will be and why it could be good news for you. That's all coming up in our 9 o'clock hour. Arc Rochester returns after this.
Good Wednesday morning, 9 o'clock this September 17th. Thanks for joining us on ARC Rochester. I'm Abby Fridmann.
I'm Dan Schrack. That is Mark McLean. He is here with another look at the forecast.
Yep.
The answer to today's weather trivia, where we were talking about, I don't even remember what he asked.
It was very memorable.
It was right.
And the muddy pause forecast.
Clearly a life issue that's impacting you. It's about dry weather, remember?
That's
yes,
right.
Dry
That's
weather.
right. How
Dry
many
weather,
days?
of course.
20, 25, 15, or 10?
Yeah.
Those
well,
were the answers.
He remembered. He remembered all the responses.
Look at
right?
you.
I'm sure we had.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sure we had some folks chime in too with some responses on this. So the question is, in the month of September, what's the longest streak without rainfall that we've had ever during this month? And our records go back to the early 1870s. So there's a good chunk of data there. Did we go 20 straight days, 25 straight days, 15 days, or 11 days without rainfall? And here's some of the responses. And we have some for A, some for B. Cheryl's got B. Pamela's got B. Julie's got A. Anybody go for, no C's or D's? Barbara's got A, Eva and Frank both have B.
Listen, you're not going to fool us with those C or D.
Okay. Why? D is it's not a long enough streak, right?
No.
Right.
I feel like, aren't we past D at this point today?
Okay, so D is today.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
D is
11
today.
straight days without rain.
15 is not nearly enough.
Yeah, that's just 2 weeks plus one day, right?
20 sounds plausible, but if we're going back to the 1800s, we're talking about 150
Yeah, 150
Septembers.
Yeah. Yep.
We're going 25 days.
25?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll go with 25. That sounds good.
25. Okay, so the answer, and you may remember this, in September of 2017.
Many.
What?
That's not what you wanted to say.
No, that's not what was coming out.
20 straight days. And this will take you to
Sorry.
September 9th through the 28th. Back in 2017, we went 20 straight days. How about that?
Man, what was I doing in 20?
Really? Just 2017?
Yeah, I know. It was recently. Yeah, that's hard to imagine.
Okay.
But,
Well, listen, at least we didn't make it 25 days.
Right.
Look at Luna.
Sweet angel.
Look at her little
Look at her
teeth.
little teeth.
Yeah.
Smiling there
Beautiful
for the camera.
pearly whites.
Luna doesn't want rain.
No.
But a
Actually,
hose.
listen, Luna absolutely does. Wants to go out there and splash in some
Yeah,
puddles.
maybe, right? Sorry, Luna. We don't have anything like. Well, maybe Mom or Dad will break out the garden hose for you, right? Go out and have some fun.
Look at that.
There you go. No rain in the forecast. Dry pause as far as the eye can see. And speaking of dry, we have had more than a week. There's no rain in the last week. Here's the entire month of September, and just 0.2 of an inch of rain.
Oof.
I know. Wow. And it's going to be at least probably the middle of next week before you're going to see a green square on that graphic right there. So just 2 days with rain in the month of September. We've got some clouds. That's a change from the last couple of days. We're waking up to some cloud cover, 60 degrees, the southwest breeze at 6, and there's that cloud cover east of Rochester kind of trailing in from the east-southeast. There's actually that storm system that we looked at yesterday. It's still parked off the east coast and still delivering just a little bit of cloud cover. Actually, almost looked like a tropical circulation at one point yesterday. It was a really tight circulation, but not today. Futurecast has the clouds this afternoon thinning out by this evening, and overnight just partly cloudy to mainly clear. And Thursday, you can see that gray line coming in from the north. That's actually a cold front, and that cold front will make its way across the area without any rainfall. So the forecast has temps in the upper 60s at 10 o'clock, upper 70s at 1 o'clock, still in the upper 70s at 5 o'clock. Later tonight, we'll drop back to the mid-50s. Looks like it'll become mainly clear overnight tonight, seasonable weather. And the 7-day forecast, cooler into Friday, upper 60s by Saturday, Sunday. Looks like a great weekend to get outside. Got the apple picking, all the fall fun, the grapes are in. It's going to be a great weekend. Hello Fall on Monday, 250, the equinox party, and upper 70s on Tuesday.
I'm sorry, I can't focus. Ashley is laughing in my ear hysterically.
Why?
She's trying to, I think she's making a joke, or I don't know. Are you okay back there?
I don't know. I'm not in on it.
Is it?
I just say I can't say.
What?
What? She can't say it.
Don't worry.
Don't worry. We're worried.
She's crying back there.
I can hear
I
it.
want to be in on it.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I'll see you guys later.
Oh, no. It's because of the open, isn't it?
The open?
I don't.
Oh, criminy?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Criminy?
What is that?
Is that what,
I was
is that
gonna-
what did her in?
I don't know.
What is that, though?
It was. I was going to say.
Well, you don't have to
Yes.
say it.
Yes. And criminy.
Okay.
It's what criminy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's got some real punch to it.
Really sends the message.
You're a something. I'll tell you what.
Oh my
All right,
gosh.
5 days, 5 hours, 5 days, 5 hours, 11 minutes, 55 seconds until fall.
Yeah.
Criminy.
You guys, honest to God. The show is ruined. I don't know how else to say it. And you know what? We have a meeting later too. So
we
that's
do.
just going to be like the cherry.
But
on
listen,
top.
and what I'm going to bring up at the meeting is the people that have told me and messaged me that when they can't watch the show live in the morning, they DVR it.
Thank you very much for doing
We
that.
do.
We do appreciate it.
She's dying. She is dying on the earpiece.
9:07.
Oh, no.
Stick around. A lot more to come here on ARC Rochester. We'll try and get it together. We are looking ahead to the return of a special annual event that raises money for a very special cause.
Don't forget, take us on the go wherever you are. We're streaming live on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. We're back after this.
(9:10). Thanks so much for sticking with us. Next month, get ready to exercise and celebrate movement because the annual Moving Day Rochester fundraiser is returning, and all the money raised is for those impacted by Parkinson's disease.
Yeah, joining us this morning to talk about the event and why it means so much, we have Cindy Feinstone, the president of the Parkinson's Foundation New York chapter, and Jim Donahue, a dedicated volunteer. Good morning to you both. Thank you for being here.
Good morning.
Good morning. It's nice to be here.
Yes, we've done this a few times with you guys, and thank you very much for having us.
Well, we're happy to have you back on the show, and we're really happy to be highlighting this moving day. We've talked about it before, but for somebody who's unfamiliar with it, give us the overview.
Well, Moving Day is a celebration of movement with Parkinson's. That's one of the only researched activities, exercise and movement that actually helps with Parkinson's symptoms, and it's run every year all across the country. Since it started, the Parkinson's Foundation has raised over $50 million, and there's been over 200,000 participants in the event every year.
It's really an incredible event, the work that is done to show such support for those battling Parkinson's or living with Parkinson's. Talk to us about the local chapter, the work you guys do right here.
So this was my second year being involved with the event, and I was just looking at the screen at last year's event, and I saw my grandkids and my daughter, and they're on the screen. It's fantastic. It brings the community together. Like I say, since it's only now my second year, we've tried to enhance some of the activities there, and I'm sure Cindy will speak to some of the activities on site, but it's a good opportunity to bring the whole community together, and I kind of label it as family, friends, and colleagues. We look to do it as a fundraiser, because as Cindy said, we're spending money on research, so in order to spend money, you have to take in money, and that's what we're trying to do through this event. Raise $120,000, and we're about 48% of the way there. So we've got a few weeks to go, and we're hoping that we'll be able to fill the gap.
We'd like to be at that goal before the walk and just add to that. So if people want to join, they want to just donate, they want to come and walk, form a team. We also have a big raffle basket section, so if anybody wants to donate anything from their business, a basket, gift cards, anything like that, they can go to the local Moving Day Rochester site and find the local person to reach out for that. So
that's excellent. And this is a family-friendly event. You were just talking about your grandkids and your kids there. Strollers acceptable, all of that good stuff?
Oh, yes. Whoever wants to come can come. Wheelchairs, walkers, anything. And we really encourage families to come because there'll be a lot of family-friendly events. Tai Chi demonstrations, boxing demonstrations, movement demonstrations, jugglers coming this year. So there'll be a lot of activities for people to do there.
Wow. Because it is all about literally moving, correct?
It is, right. And there's so many different ways we can move. So when you think of moving, it's like, okay, getting out of bed in the morning. For somebody with Parkinson's, that's a tremendous move. Getting up, walking, as this event is doing, boxing, as Cindy said, we're both involved in a Rock Steady Flower City boxing program. I was diagnosed 3 years ago, and within a week, my wife said, why don't you try boxing? And I said, what are you talking about? She goes, well, it's a great program because a friend of hers who has Parkinson's had tried it and got involved in it, and that's where I met Cindy and a whole bunch of other people.
I'm sure that you have heard some incredible stories while you've been associated with this organization. For somebody watching at home, maybe they've received a diagnosis, maybe their loved one has. What would be your biggest piece of advice, aside from keep on moving?
Really, if you go to the Parkinson's Foundation website, there's so much information there. There's places that you can go that specialize in Parkinson's disease. There's a lot of links to the boxing programs and links to ping pong for Parkinson's is another big growing thing that people are doing. It helps with hand-eye coordination. Pickleball for Parkinson's. So if they just go onto the website of the Parkinson's Foundation, they can find support groups, anything and everything.
And is that where they go to find a link for Moving Day?
Yes, you can go there. You can go to just Google and type in Moving Day Rochester, and it'll come up. It's one of 23 sites that are offering it. This, as Cindy said, around the country. So it's listed in the site. You can get a link and go from there.
Perfect.
But to answer your other question, if I could,
absolutely.
When I got diagnosed 3 years ago, I had two choices. One, to either be quiet about it and just life goes on and not worry, or be more visible, be more vocal, and take the positive approach and help others learn from it. And that's where Parkinson.org has so much research material. I don't understand all the research, but I understand some of the outcomes of it. So it's been a tremendous help for me to be engaged, and that's what we hope other people will do if they have Parkinson's, become engaged in assets that are there for us.
And that research needs to continue, but it can't unless we have great community members supporting that. So we'll make sure to post a link on all of this on our website, foxrochester.com. Thank you both.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much for having us today.
Time right now is 9:16. When we come back, Steph will be here breaking down some of our top political stories.
Yeah, Political Pulse coming your way next.
At 9:18, it's time for a political pulse check here in Arc Rochester. The Federal Reserve is expected to announce an interest rate cut for the first time since December. Now, today marks day 2 of a meeting between Fed governors that started Tuesday. Afterward, they may drop rates about a quarter point. This comes as the job market slows down. Unemployment is also at its highest in nearly 4 years, sitting at 4.3%. The move to cut rates also follows months of pressure from President Donald Trump. Now, back in July, the Fed chair said inflation was an area of concern.
The president sent this note to the Fed chair. It says, Jerome, you are as usual too late. You have cost the USA a fortune and continue to do so. You should lower the rate by a lot. Hundreds of billions of dollars are being lost, and there is no inflation.
In effect, we went on hold when we saw the size of the tariffs and essentially all inflation forecasts for the United States went up materially as a consequence of the tariffs.
And for more on this anticipated cut, I'm joined now by Chairman of Brighton Securities, George Conboy. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me, Stephannie.
So we were talking about it before we started here. This kind of seemed like something that wouldn't happen just yet. Why is now the moment that the Fed is expected to announce this interest rate cut?
Part of the reason may be pressure from the administration, but the biggest reason, I think, is what you had mentioned yourself, the slightly higher unemployment, the lower job figures. The Fed very much would like the economy to stay humming along and create more jobs for people, so to cut by 0.25% is likely today.
And I'm also hearing that a lot of analysts are talking about how this could be helpful for anyone maybe having a savings or looking to, buy a house, buy a car, for example. Is that true?
Sure. Homes, of course, with mortgages, but also cars and major appliances and furniture. Most of those, or the majority of those dollar-wise, are bought with credit. You cut interest rates, it costs you less to buy a house, less to buy a car, and you're more likely to buy those things, creating more jobs and running the economy.
And when it comes to that delay that we've been seeing, why has it been something that is dragged out for a bit of time? Is it with that perfect storm when it comes to the tariffs and uncertainty in the marketplace?
There was some uncertainty surrounding tariffs, still is, but less than before. The biggest issue was the Fed doesn't want to hum the economy too much and drive inflation higher. We did have higher inflation a couple of years ago. Nobody wants that. And so the Fed's playing this balancing game. How much can we juice the economy with higher rates, but how little can we get away with cutting so we don't drive inflation higher?
Gotcha. And how, in this sense, could this maybe motivate people when it comes to spending, for example, but also maybe the jobs market? We were talking about how there were less jobs that were added recently, so lower than expected. How could this, encourage people to get involved?
Sure. Well, just like you could buy a house easier or a car easier if rates are lower, business can expand a little easier if rates are lower. So if the cost of capital is lower, we build that new addition, we acquire that other company, maybe we hire more people. And so that should help the job market with lower rates. Now, the market's looking for lower rates today and expecting it, but really looking past today's cuts. Watch for what the Fed says about what they expect to do in October and December for a real direction on where the market's going to head.
And if I'm not mistaken, back in December, that had been one of a third interest rate cut. We haven't seen that as often in terms of this year. We don't have many months left in this year either. But is it possible that there could be another rate cut on the way?
Yeah, possible there could be two more. I suspect probably only one more. You'll get a quarter point today and a quarter point in October or December. But you could have a quarter point now, quarter point in October, quarter point in December. A lot of it will depend on what the job market numbers and inflation numbers look like.
And that quarter point, it's considered a standard when it comes to those interest rate cuts?
Yeah, you've seen cuts of half, what we call 50 basis points or 75 basis points, 0.75%. You've seen those in the past, but under the circumstances, drastic cutting doesn't look necessary. So you're probably going to see, if you see it at all, you'll see 0.25% each time.
And I'm wondering how soon people will start to see the impact of that interest rate cut in this year.
Some of it's already baked in because the market has largely expected it. But if you see a quarter point cut today, a lot of bank rates will follow, and you'll see better deals for auto loans, for leases, better deals for appliances, that kind of thing. It happens pretty quickly.
Gotcha. And I'm also wondering, as we're waiting for the stock market to open, how do we think that markets will react? I know yesterday wasn't an easy day on Wall Street for the big three that we're looking at.
Yeah, the markets have been very good this year, at least lately, and we've been seeing new highs on major stock market indices. The U.S. is the best economy in the world, and the market is verifying that. But today, if you get a quarter point cut, really no big change. If you don't get a cut, look out below. And if you get a cut of more than a quarter, or if you get the Fed predicting two more cuts, you'll see some upside.
So for anybody at home who's wondering, okay, how should I move? How should I prepare? Should they wait for the announcement before going out to plan for the new car? What do you recommend? What steps should they start taking right now?
I recommend having your normal day. Really, a quarter point interest rate cut in the grand scheme of things will not affect your long-term plans, but your plans for how you spend, whether you buy that new car, that's really what I'd focus on. The market itself should be fine in the long run unless we hear something we're not expecting from the Fed today.
Absolutely. Anything else in terms of what people can expect in terms of this announcement, or if there's anything about the economy? For example, we were talking about that jobs report. Anything with that, the revisions that have recently been made and how it could impact the economy?
Yeah, there's some controversy about what's happening in the Bureau of Labor Statistics. The administration made some personnel changes. Some people like them, some people don't. Whether the integrity of the numbers is maintained or improved is yet to be seen. But we're really looking today past today's cut. We're looking for what do we think is going to happen in October? What do we think is going to happen in December? But in general, U.S. economy is looking pretty good right now.
All right. Well, thank you so much, George. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, Stephannie.
And be sure to stay with ARC Rochester for your top political headlines. We are back after this.
6:37. Thanks so much for sticking with us here on ARC Rochester this Wednesday. We now want to take you behind the story this morning and discuss a controversial stance from the Justice Department.
Yeah, Attorney General Pam Bondi spoke on a podcast earlier this week, expressing that the DOJ would be, quote, targeting people who engage in hate speech.
Her comments sparking major backlash, many expressing concern over First Amendment rights. President Trump, when questioned about Bondi's assertion, seemed unconcerned about the remarks.
What do you make Pam Bondi saying she's going to go after hate speech? Is that, I mean, a lot of your allies say hate speech is free speech.
Should probably go after people like you because you treat me so unfairly. It's hate. You have a lot of hate in your heart. Maybe they'll come after ABC. Well, ABC paid me $16 million recently for a form of hate speech, right? Your company paid me $16 million for a form of hate speech, so maybe they'll have to go after you. Look, we want everything to be fair. It hasn't been fair.
Bondi went on to issue a statement saying in part, quote, my intention was to speak about threats of violence that individuals incite against others. Freedom of speech is sacred in our country. We will never impede upon that right.
For more on this discussion of hate speech and First Amendment rights, we are joined now by history professor at SUNY Empire State, Ian Reifowitz. Ian, thank you so much for taking time to speak with us. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me on.
First and foremost, I would like your reaction to the initial remarks delivered by Pam Bondi.
Well, I think they're very dangerous. It's clear that the Attorney General, who is the lead law enforcement official in the country, wants to use the law to punish people for what they say. The First Amendment protects the freedom of speech from government prosecution. Sometimes people throw around freedom of speech in other areas, but let's focus on government actions and prosecution. There are limits to freedom of speech. You can't yell fire in a crowded theater because it's a public danger, and you can't incite violence. But it's very clear when we talk about inciting violence. Inciting violence would mean something like, hey, people, go out and do X, Y, and Z, take such and such acts. That's inciting violence. But the Attorney General spoke about hate speech. Hate speech is protected by the Constitution. We know that, as seen in the reaction from across the political spectrum, including from people on the right. Charlie Kirk himself, whose death and whose murder was a terrible tragedy and which everybody should condemn and which I certainly condemn, said himself only a year ago that there's no such thing, that hate speech does not exist legally in America. All of it is protected speech. All of it is protected by the First Amendment, keep America free. That's Charlie Kirk speaking. So I think it's important to recognize that what the Attorney General said goes beyond the bounds. And it's dangerous because you heard what President Trump said, right? President Trump said, well, you, Jonathan Karl, reporter, news person, journalist, what you said is hate speech, right? Because you're unfair to me, that's hate speech. Well, if the president is going to define hate speech that way, then there really is no freedom of speech in this country. There's no freedom to speak against the people in power. And that's literally what the First Amendment was about, giving the people the right to speak against their own officials.
It seems like people have had mixed reactions online to the statement shared by Pam Bondi. Some people are saying that wasn't what she meant, obviously. Others are saying, she was confused. I'm curious to know your thoughts going forward. People on social media, will be very quick to take a look at some comments and say, well, that's hate speech. That's hate speech. What's your reaction to that?
At the end of the day, to quote Charlie Kirk, hate speech is protected. There are people who might disagree with that. There might be people who disagree with that on the far left and people who might disagree with that on the right. I think we have had a lot of political violence in this country, but we have to, sadly, and that's terrible, we've had not only Charlie Kirk, obviously, we had the president himself, who was the target of assassination. We had prominent Democrats. Melissa Hortman was an elected official in Minnesota who was assassinated by somebody with political motives. We had the governor of Pennsylvania, Josh Shapiro, a Democrat, whose governor's house mansion was targeted for arson. So we've got a lot of political violence, and we need to figure out how to take down the temperature. But taking down the temperature is very different from having the government say, we're going to punish certain speech that we define subjectively as hate speech. The Attorney General of the United States has to take responsibility for being very careful about her own words. She also talked about in those comments something very specific. She threatened to prosecute an Office Depot employee, not even for speech, but for refusing to print flyers for a vigil for Charlie Kirk. Now, I mean, you're talking about the government threatening to prosecute somebody for not printing flyers. And granted, remember, we've had a Supreme Court ruling because of a case brought by conservatives, and you can argue that they had a good point here, that an employee of a bakery in Colorado didn't want to bake a cake for a same-sex wedding. And the Supreme Court found that, no, they couldn't say no to that. And then here you have a conservative attorney general backed by the president basically talking about doing the same thing because the political roles are reversed. That's what we expect from our federal government. That's what we expect from law enforcement. Treat everybody the same, have the same standards, because justice is supposed to be blind. That's why the scales of justice have the blindfold. We're all supposed to be treated equally by the law.
In a time when both sides of the aisle seem to be shouting at one another, telling each other and pointing the finger of blame that they are responsible, the other is responsible for the political climate, the heightened elements that we, exist in today. Remarks like that do nothing to, put a lid on that pot. They don't help cool things off remotely. Wouldn't you agree?
You're talking about Attorney General Bondi's remarks?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree. We need to get to a place where people can feel comfortable speaking, which they have a right to do, comfortable in terms of not fearing prosecution. But we also have to get to a place where people can say, all right, the person who I might disagree with is first and foremost a fellow human being. Second, and just as importantly, a fellow American, right? As Americans, we are part of one community. Even if we disagree with each other, we should have the same goal, which is to uphold American values, to improve our society wherever we can. It makes it much more difficult to do that when you have people who call their political opponents vermin, who call them evil. That's not acceptable no matter where it comes from. I think we have to be honest and say, if we want to look at recent presidents, the people who are the most important drivers of public debate, the current president uses those kinds of words. I was quoting him when he said vermin and evil in ways that prior presidents or presidential candidates, Republican or Democrat, didn't do. So we have to be honest and recognize that the president we have now has turned up the temperature of our political discourse in a way that is harmful and in a way that was different from prior leaders in both parties. We all, as Americans, need to figure out how to recognize ourselves in one another, because if we don't, we're not going to be able to succeed as a society.
Very well said.
Could not agree more.
Yeah, Ian, thank you so much for your time today, and thank you for helping us break this down a little bit more. We certainly appreciate the insight.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Hey, stick around. We've got a lot more to come here on Arc Rochester this morning, including when we come back, we are looking ahead to what the Fringe Festival has planned for this weekend.
And don't forget, watch us on the go wherever you are. We're streaming live on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. We're back after this. Welcome back. It is the final weekend for the Rochester Fringe Festival. There's still plenty to do.
Countless shows.
Yeah.
This morning, we are getting a preview of some of the must-sees that you should pencil in. For more, we're joined now by festival producer Erica Fee. Thanks for coming in, Erica.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Okay, so we were discussing before we came back here, what are you planning on seeing? Because there is still, I mean, what day is this?
Well, we're on day 9.
And there's still so much to go.
That's right.
And so many shows to see.
Yep.
What are you going to see?
So we have an absolutely massive weekend coming up. I mean, it's going to be our biggest weekend of the Fringe. I mean, I don't even know where to start, to be quite honest, but I'll try. So on Friday and Saturday at Parcel 5, we have from 5 to 10 p.m. food trucks, pop-up performances, including from the RPO, kids shows from a group from Quebec called Keef Keef Sisters. Their show is called Jam Side Up. But then we have the spectacular at 7 and 9 p.m., both nights, totally free, Eventi Verticali. They're here from Italy. The show is called Sphere. It's a giant sphere that's going to be hoisted up over the crowd with acrobats inside and outside. It's traveled all over the world, and we're just absolutely thrilled to have it here. In addition, this Saturday is also Kids Day. Tons of kids' activities at One Fringe Place, as we call it, which is Main and Gibb Street. Pumpkin painting, chalk art for kids, a disco for kids, children's themed shows at all of our 39 venues. And at MLK Park, we also have our annual Street Beat competition. That's from 12 to 5 p.m. this Saturday. It's all styles dance battle, break dancing battle. I feel very uncoordinated this year, but it's a very, very cool, energetic event, totally free.
And that's happening Saturday, yes?
That's Saturday as well.
Excellent. And, you know, we were kind of laughing during the commercial break about, you know, if somebody had no idea what the Fringe Festival was,
Yes.
and they stumbled upon it downtown, they would think, where in the world am I? You know, all of these spectacles are so unique. When you are sitting down deciding, you know, which ones are going to go where, how do you go about that process? Because one is crazier than the next.
Well, finding spectacle type performance, and that's that large scale performance that is not on a stage. Obviously, the crane is our stage in a way this weekend. Those are really hard to find. We have to search the globe for those. This one's from Italy. We've had others from France. There aren't a lot of groups doing this sort of work in the United States, so we really have to scour the globe for these sorts of shows. It's very rare to see this kind of performance in the U.S., so I think that people should definitely come down to see it. It's totally free, and it's just going to be an experience that you won't have elsewhere.
The rarity, though, is what makes it so special and is what makes us so lucky that it's here in the Flower City, which is incredible. We're running low on time. I do want to know, though, what work is being done for next year? Have you cracked the book yet?
We're already working on next year.
You are?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we're already working on next year. We've got some great shows already lined up for next year.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Erica,
we're
you
very
don't
excited.
get any rest.
No, no rest for the wicked.
No rest for the wicked. None whatsoever. For someone sitting at home who may have not been able to make it out to any of the shows yet, what's the reason to go?
Well, first of all, this is all happening right in our own backyard. We are very spoiled. It's New York State's largest multidisciplinary performing arts festival. So we have indoor shows, we have outdoor shows, children's shows, adult shows, just a huge range. So I think it's a great way to really be a member of this community by going out and supporting some of these venues and taking part in this extravaganza, really. A great way to find your way in is going to our website, rochesterfringe.com. You can sort by the date you might be free or the venue you want to go to or the genre or even the age range. Or download our app, which is Rochester Fringe on the Apple App Store, Google Play, or pick up a guide. There's a 120-page festival guide that's all over this area, and you can really, plan your Fringe.
Like a Sears catalog from the 80s. It is.
It is.
Right? Yeah. Those things are thick.
That's right. Find your new school clothes.
Yes.
Erica, thanks for your time today. We appreciate it. And thanks for all you're doing. The Fringe is one of those, just, you cannot miss it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It
thank
really
you.
is.
Thank you.
Time right now is 9:44. When we come back, we are taking a look at some of the stories that have people talking this Wednesday morning.
We're back right after this. .46, it is time to see what is trending, starting with a woman asking for help after she was left with a tough decision.
A woman took to social media to ask for advice after her boyfriend expressed a desire to get a female wrestler tattooed on his body.
In the post, she says that he wants to get her face tattooed on his arm with an open space under it to hopefully one day have her sign it and then get that tattooed as well.
Okay, her boyfriend says it's just a representation of his interest in wrestling, but he also has mentioned that this celebrity would be his hall pass.
Oh. A hall pass. We don't have to describe what a hall pass is. It's, hooking up with somebody who's not in that relationship.
Yeah, but it's allowed.
Yes, it's allowed. You're allowed to do this with no repercussion.
Yeah. Thousands of people commented on her post. Some encouraged her to speak up and tell him not to get it. Others even encouraged her to give him an ultimatum. Break up with him, or break up with her, or get the tattoo.
Ooh. Others were against her, saying his body, let him do with it what he wants. Do we have ages?
Yes, let me double check real quick.
Okay. I mean, obviously on the younger side. He's not.
28 is the woman, 26 is the man.
He's not 50 years old trying to get this wrestler tattooed. Yeah, I would say, listen, I'll give the verdict right now. Listen, pal, if it happens, you're going to be single.
Yeah.
It's a no-go, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like a personal thing. Like, if she didn't care,
sure,
that would be another story. But
yes,
it seems like she's caring about it. So, yeah, I would say either tell him, like, this is a deal breaker for me, and then he can make the choice, or just say, no, I'm out, sorry.
Yeah.
I think it would be different if it was, like, maybe not the hall pass situation. If it was like,
yes,
you know,
yeah.
like if I got The Rock tattooed here,
and he were your hall pass?
No, he's not my hall pass. He's
Okay.
just I like The Rock. He was a wrestler, yes?
Yeah. I mean, yes, go for it. My only question would be, why? You know what I mean?
I know, I hear you.
Do you guys believe in hall passes? I feel like that's another part of this, too.
Okay, well, listen, it's a celebrity hall pass. It's not just a hall, it's not a hall pass for the milkman, okay? It's a hall pass for somebody that's famous, Ashley.
Yeah, but just even the concept of that, though. I know it's the celebrity. I know. You'll never probably ever have a chance. But the thought of giving your partner permission?
I mean, can I ask a personal question? Okay. Do you guys have hall passes?
We've never talked about
You've never talked about it?
No.
Is there a celebrity that you would put on that list and say, sorry, Jim?
He's probably watching, so no. Actually,
That's fair.
You know what?
He probably knows.
He probably does know. It would probably be
The Rock?
No, Mark Hoppus from Blink-182, and my husband looks just like him. So, you know, it's...
Well, that's not even fun then.
Well, I'm sorry.
You know what? This talk has got me thinking. Do you think you or I are somebody's hall pass?
Ew.
Listen. You don't want to see my Facebook messages. Facebook inbox is dirty.
I know, yeah.
It's bad.
Let's move along
Delete.
to the crazy lengths that some people are going in order to buy a specific decoration.
Halloween decorating has begun for some people, and there's one product that people are in a frenzy for. It's the Home Depot Halloween bucket.
Forget the 12-foot tall skeleton, a nearly $3 orange 2-gallon bucket has made people into complete animals. It's a $3 bucket?
That's it?
Oh, that?
You could DIY that.
Yeah.
Anyway, this collectible has gone viral online. It features illustrations of jack-o'-lanterns, bats, ghosts, and spiders.
Okay, people online shared their ideas for what people could use the bucket for, including trick-or-treating, a boo basket. What's a boo basket?
We went over it last year.
What
you
was
hated it. That's all I'm going to say.
All right. Or a planter.
Sorry, I
don't have time to explain it to you twice.
You just weren't on board.
That's fair. Okay. The buckets are available in stores only and are flying off shelves.
People are expressing their need for this bucket. Some say they camp out in front of the store each week on restock day so they can get first dibs if they come in.
Oh, that's quite adventurous. Others have posted to Home Depot's Facebook group to pay people upwards of $20 just so they can ensure they can get their hands on one of these.
Listen.
We're fighting over buckets.
This is wild.
Literal buckets. Right?
It's a little crazy. Here's the thing though, like Halloween's gonna be over, and for most people, they don't keep their Halloween stuff up year round. So what, you're just gonna use the bucket to like clean the fish tank? You know? Like you're spending all this time and energy and $3 on it, and you know, it's just gonna end up sitting at the bottom of the garage.
You're
back in the
camping
garage.
out in front of Home Depot.
If you're bored and need something to do, like I have a bunch of chores.
Honestly.
I don't have time for it, but you know, if you've got time to sit, you've got time to clean my kitchen. I'm sorry, I don't know. I'm so tired. It made Steph laugh, so that's what matters.
That's fair.
Scraping
All
the
right.
bottom of the bucket.
The bottom of the bucket, the proverbial bucket, and the literal one. Stick around. When we come back, it's this morning's final thoughts.
We're back after this.
This show. interesting. Oh my gosh, when is Human Resources coming back?
I think a couple more months.
Yeah.
What was
We
the
need
word?
you.
What was the word?
Circulation.
No, the other
your
one.
word.
Oh, my word.
Chimney.
No.
Chimney?
Isn't that what you said earlier?
Criminy.
Criminy.
That's
There you
it.
go.
Yeah,
Criminy.
we got there.
Mini crickets?
Final thoughts.
She's just.
That's exactly it. Criminy
Yeah.
crickets.
Thanks for letting me know what a hall pass is.
Okay, so
Mark
McLean,
got mad.
listen,
You know how
Mark
hard it
says
is to
he's
make
never
Mark mad?
heard of this.
Never.
Steph either.
I thought, are we talking about
So
going
we're
to class?
asking who's on their list.
There's no
You're
list.
not going to get me.
Well, there wasn't a list for either of us. You didn't give yours.
I didn't.
Barbara.
Well, listen.
It might be Barbara. It might be.
No. For my entire young adult life, Julia Roberts
Oh.
has
Listen,
Yeah.
she's
has had a place in my heart. She can do no wrong. Can do no wrong.
Yeah.
And then she went and married that Danny Motor guy, and it was like, come on.
Ruined Dan.
Yeah. That was the end.
That was
Yep.
the end.
Yeah.
That was
Hey, that does it for us here on Arc Rochester. Make sure to wake up with us again tomorrow morning starting at 4:57 over on
13 Wham ABC.
Right.
Join Steph and Mark later today there for 13 Wham News at midday.
Bye.
See ya.